Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to my channel Food for Thought. Today we are going to discuss how Canadian logs are related to latest 5G technologies. Before we start, if you like my content, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe below. Now coming back to our topic. Before we start with the main discussion, I would quickly like to tell you something about Huawei, a Chinese tech giant, which will be at the center of our discussion. Now Huawei, as all of us know, is a global leader in communications and equipments manufacturing, and it was started by Ren Zhengfei, who is also the CEO, the current CEO, in 1987. Now Ren Zhengfei was also working as an engineer in the PLA, which is the Chinese army, till 1983. One point that we also need to note here is the CFO of Huawei, Meng Wanzhou. She is the daughter of Ren, the current CEO. Now, before we move on to how these logs and 5G is related, I would also like to tell you what 5G is actually. 5G is latest technology which is very important in today's world because it can work 100 times faster than the current 4G networks. That's a lot of speed. Also, data is the new oil. So, accessing data and just like flowing through it without any hindrance will be very much beneficial across nations. A couple of important things which 5G will achieve are rapid communication between self-driving cars or devices and remote diagnosis and treatment of patients, which is very important post-COVID times. For remote diagnosis, you need to precisely control the equipments, and 5G enables you to do so. Now we come back to our original topic. Now Meng Wanzhou, who is the CFO of Huawei, she was actually arrested in Canada on 1st of December 2018. It's widely believed that US influenced this arrest, and the primary reason why US wanted her arrested was US believes that Meng has actually lied to multiple big banks such as HSBC and about Skycom, which is a subsidiary of Huawei operating out of Iran. US had put up sanctions in Iran, so this means Meng and Huawei have acted against those sanctions, and that was the reason why she got arrested. And US also has a couple of more espionage charges on her, and US is trying to extradite her to USA, but for now she is still arrested in Vancouver and she is house arrested. After this, China started some retaliatory actions. The first one was arresting a diplomat, Michael Kovrig, and a Canadian businessman, Michael Sparpov. Both of these Canadian individuals were arrested in China. These other retaliations which China took were China put a ban on importing canola oil, and China put a ban on importing Canadian logs. Now Canada, although it's a big country, its economy is relatively smaller, and this export of canola oil and logs actually helped to boost Canada's economy. But after this ban, once this ban came into force, a lot of the farmers in Canada started complaining about it, and there was tremendous pressure on Justin Trudeau. However, Trudeau stood his ground, and Meng has not been released. She still remains in custody. But this raises an important question. Like we mentioned, that sudden export drop of 16% and a couple of arrests in China. Does this mean Huawei is an organization which is truly private, or it's an arm of the Chinese Communist Party? Now, if it's an arm of the Chinese Communist Party, then this can lead to severe effects in countries in terms of spying. Many countries like Australia, US, New Zealand, UK, they have now decided to stop Huawei from operating on their shores, and they have also mentioned that the primary reason that they are doing it is espionage or spying. Now coming back to India, our own nation, what should India do and how should India move ahead? So first of all, India has still not decided that it will ban Huawei or not, but the government has given strong indications that they intend to keep China out of 5G technologies. However, there are a few key challenges. Our two key telecom partners, Bharti Airtel as well as Vodafone, they have a lot of underlying technology with Huawei and ZTE, and we still don't know how much of it is owned by Huawei. So that means if they have to redo their entire network, a lot of cost will be added. Also, Reliance Jio is aspiring on building a 5G network which will be completely free of all Chinese equipments. But the two most important hits that India will have if India decides to completely ban Huawei will be: one, there will be a delay in rolling out the 5G services, and two, the costs will skyrocket. However, we have to intelligently look at all the data and see how China imposes sanctions if we don't act like them, and if we act like them, what are the risks of espionage? On the other hand, what are the problems which we might face if we avoid Chinese giants, tech giants? So with this, I would let you think on this topic, and I would let you decide what you feel should be done. Thank you for coming back to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.